Hey, my name's Joe Roy, and this is Joe's Awesome Super Duper Galactic. Oh no, we've changed the name. It's Joe's Guitar for Dummies. That's because when I started playing guitar, I was I'll call myself the dummy here, because when I picked up those books and I started learning, and I didn't understand any of it. It was very confusing. And what this segment is about is just about playing. That's what we're really here to do. We're just going to learn. What I'm going to try to teach you is how to get started playing guitar. And you know, everybody has their own methods, and this is mine. So we're gonna try to pick up and learn the D chord, and we're gonna learn a C2 chord and a G chord. Now, the first thing I'm going to tell you, and I'll try not to overstress this because I usually spend too much time on it. Tune your guitar. If your guitar is out of tune, it's going to sound really bad. It doesn't matter how great you play. If your guitar is out of tune, it will sound bad. Now, I'm not going to spend a lot of time teaching you how to tune your guitar because tuners are cheap. So get a tuner, learn how to use it. But that's it. You can tune to this right now. That's first. You know, that's your E string, your 6th string, and I count strings from the bottom up. So this will be the 6th one. It's the E, a low E. Okay. Now we're going to go to the 5th fret, and the frets are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I count the fret. The fret's actually this little metal thing, but I count the frets in the space right here. So the 5th fret, we start on the 6th string, the E string, and we go to the 5th string. So we just go to the one below it, and it should be the same sound. Dun, dun. Now on the 3rd string, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, we're going to move our finger down 1 fret on the 4th fret, and then we, on the next string up, which is 2nd string, we're going to go back. So they're all of them are on the 5th fret except for the 3rd string, and we're going to move it to the 4th fret, and then we move it back to the 5th fret for the last one. So that's how you tune the guitar. If your guitar is out of tune, so that's flat, so you can hear it waver. Wah, 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 wah. And as you move it closer, you'll hear the little waver get faster. Okay. Now, the D open chord, we're going to start with our hand here, and this is finger 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is the thumb. So 2nd fret, we're going to start on 2nd fret, 1st finger, 3rd string. Okay. Then the 2nd finger is going to be on the same thing, 2nd fret, but it's going to be on the 1st string. And then the 3rd finger is going to be on the 3rd fret, 2nd string. So that is a D. Now that may hurt. Your fingers may hurt, and if it does hurt, that's because of course your fingers are nice and pink and they're normal fingers, and they should probably hurt. You're not going to start being comfortable until you grow some calluses on them, and you just got to play to do that. But if you're having problems and you're experiencing pain, one of the things you can do is get a lower gauge string. The gauges start, like the thinner the string is, the lower the gauge. Like an 8 gauge string, it's real small. It's a little thinner in sound as well, but it's going to be easier to make the chord. So you might try 8, 9 gauge. Now, acoustic guitars in general are going to have higher gauge strings. Like these are 12s, which, and a lot of people use much bigger strings than that. I tend to do like little solo stuff, so I like the 12s because I can bend them easier. But here's our D. Now what I want to do with the D, we're going to add little things. This is very important to work this hand as well as this hand, because a lot of people will start learning to make the chord, but they never get rhythmically good with this hand, and that's the first thing we're going to do, is how to hold the pick. Now the pick, you want to hold it kind of in line, so where it's coming down in your hands at an angle, because that way you can add your palm. If you want to palm anything, you can have your palm down. Also, one of the things you might find, your D chord might start sounding like this, and that's because you're playing this string, these two strings here, the E string and the A string. Now, how to know what strings the notes are with if you just hit them open like that, you can go Easter bunnies get drunk at Easter. E, B, G, D, A, E. Easter bunnies get drunk at Easter. So if you notice, the E string, the 6 and the 5, E and the A don't sound right with the chord, the D chord. That's because not all strings work with all chords. In the D, you want to play from the 4th down. And inside of that same train of thought, we could add alternate string, like strums. You could add the top part of the chord and the lower, the top part and the lower part. So you can get different voices with the same chord without it ever changing chord. Now move to the neck here. I'm going to show you a little. It's just a little. We're going to basically pull off and on. Right now I'm just basically going on. I'm just hammering on. Your right hand should be loose, and just kind of rhythmically going along with what you want to play. So what I'm doing here is I'm dum, 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 dum. This is playing what I'm singing. Dum, dum, dum. See, now you'll get better at doing that. That's from experience when I'm able to play lighter. But what you don't want to do is dig this pick deep in this thing and be rough. You want to let the strings kind of drag the pick across without really getting in there deep. So practice when you're strumming kind of lightly on the strings, not sticking your pick way down in there and making a big ugly chord. You want to. So that's our D, and we're working on hammering down on our second finger on the bottom string. Now we're going to add what's called a C2. That's a C2, okay? Now we're just going to take this, we're going to leave this finger the same. We're just going to, and our foundation's off the D, so we're still kind of holding that position. We're just lifting these two fingers up to there, and if you lift them one more string, that's a G. So what we have is, here's the C2. The C2 is going to be the first finger on the 4th string, 2nd fret, second finger on the 5th string, the A string, and it's going to be on the 3rd fret. And then we just pick this up and pick up everything goes up one string except for the bass down here. It stays the same still, and that's a G. So this is a D, this is a C2, and this is a G. Now with that, you can write your own music. You know, that's, you know, Sweet Home Alabama and God of Wonders. I mean, there's tons and tons of songs that play these chords. But I want you to write your own song. Let's not worry about what anybody else is doing, and don't worry about whether you can sing good or not. It doesn't matter. What you want to do is you want to start writing your own music. Now the pull-off, we're going to work on this next thing, is going to be, we're going to use this same little hammer down, and then we're going to go to the C2, and we're going to go ham. This time it's using this first finger. So I'm hitting the chord first, and then I'm hammering down. So now the rhythm could be anything. It could be or which might be the better one. It starts slow, where you spend a little more time on each chord. And yeah, I mean, that's a great, some of the best songs ever written are 3 chords, okay? So that is our basic thing. Now what we're doing is we're going to write a song about it. It doesn't matter what I want you. The reason we write in the song is because I want you to adjust your playing to your song. So like, Ethan's got a stupid hat on. That's my producer. Ethan's got a stupid hat on, and he's making a stupid face. Now, the reason I really emphasize writing your own music and spending time writing your lyrics, do your thing, is because you'll start adjusting your playing. I think he left. You'll start adjusting your playing to your song, and you'll start adding things that you want in your song, and before you know it, you're going to be doing it. You're going to be playing guitar, and that's what the whole gist of this is. So I want you to write me a song, and I'll take we'll do a contest maybe, and you can send me your song or post it, and I'll judge and say who I thought wrote the best song. Also, be aware, this is our first segment, and it's just a good basic segment on getting started. We want you to teach you how to play guitar. We're going to do blues, you know, that kind of slow blues, and we're going to do some funk stuff, you know, where we're going to do all kind of different stuff, including some segments on how to record using software, how to record an acoustic guitar, the best ways to get the best sounds. I've got all kind of different segments we're going to do and teach you all kind of different stuff that's going to help you, you know, record and write your own music and play guitar. And if you just work on what I'm telling you to work on, you're going to be playing guitar in no time. All right, I hope to see you again. See you later. Bye.